Hi, Alex here from Platformly. In this tutorial video, we are going to cover the basics of Email Builder. As you know, when you're starting a new email, you can choose between the simple editor and the Email Builder. In order to launch the Email Builder, click on the button. Once the builder is launched, you will be prompted to choose between creating a new template, which is basically starting from scratch, or choose from the templates library. We have more than 90 templates that help you start with your email, and they are divided in multiple categories. For this example, I'm gonna just quickly choose a template. So let's go with this one. And once it's loaded, you can see the builder structure. In the top bar, we have controls on the left, in the middle, and on the right. On the left, we have the back button, which is basically taking you back to the previous screen and without any changes applied. The apply button will apply all your changes and new stuff that you have added to the email builder to the page that you were before. In the middle section, we have the undo and redo options. We have also the clear template, which when you click, you will basically start from scratch like blank, and then we have save as user template. This option is usable if you're using the same template, so you can just create your template here, save it, and reuse it in future emails when needed. I will just go back quickly and choose again the template. And on the right, we have the preview option. So we have desktop preview, if you click, and we have the mobile preview, as you can see. On the right, we have 4 tabs at the top. The first one we already saw, which are the templates, where you can just choose and move around with the templates. If you don't like this one, you can choose another one. You can search here a specific template, etc. Then we have the elements, where you can just click and drag or drop any kind of element anywhere in the template. Then we have the layout, which is basically the layout and the email structure. As you can see, when you hover over it, it will show you on what layout you are. So this is email body header, email body. If you go down, we have the speakers. As you can see, that's the layout, and you can move it up and down, for example, from here if you want. I will explain this quickly in a minute. And then we have appearance, which is the global settings of the email. So let's start quickly with appearance. Setting up the global style sheet. It's like, for example, when you're adding a title, it's gonna use this font, this size, spacing, color for H2, for H3, etc. for all of them. Then you can set specific settings for the links and other text elements. So those are the default ones that will be used on any object that you're gonna add in the email. I'm gonna just quickly delete this, the one that I added. Then you have the geometry, which is basically the width of the email. That's for that mostly for desktop, because on mobile it is done automatically. And we have the colors, which is the background color of the email. And you can also use a specific background here and reset it also to a blank one. So that's about the appearance, the global appearance that you can add on the email. Then if we go back to the layout, as I said, so let's say if you want to add a new layout here, by create a new section, you're able to add a section. It can be one section, it can be a section with 50%, 37, etc. Or maybe you want to add like this, you see section with 3. Then you just click here and the section applies at the bottom. In order to move it, you can move it from here, or you can simply use the arrows here and move it up or down. Every section, when you hover over the emails, as you can see, you can hover over the element, and in same token, you can also see section. You can see, so that's a section options. So let's say this section, if you click here, it's gonna open the section options. We can set the background image, adjust some padding, top, bottom, right, etc. What is important here is this mobile responsive layout. What that means is, let's say, for example, the speakers. Okay, so if we go mobile, they're not mobile responsive, so they are done for specific size. If we go layout, for example, we can go to the speakers. This is the settings option, and we can just put it mobile responsive layout. So now if you go preview, you will be able to see that the images are one below another, as you can see. So now the images are mobile responsive. Why is this option important? It's important because you decide how you want images to display. If you want to have a small image, then this should be unticked in order the system not to make the image large and responsive. If you want to be large and responsive, then this in the section should be ticked. So this section makes the actual section mobile responsive. By default, most of the sections are mobile responsive in the templates. And when you add a new section, of course, it's mobile responsive. But that's an option that you can adjust, turn on or turn off. While we're at the sections, from here you're able to see the section options. You can also change the size on the columns. But what's also important in all of the sections, you have also, if you click this button, you have rows and you have columns. So let's come here, for example, in the speakers section, we'll be able to see we have one row, okay? And then we have left border, right border, and then we have 3 columns. So this basically gives you a full flexibility to do as you wish. You can add more rows, you can add more columns, remove them. So let's say, for example, we're going to remove the right one, and then it goes to the right. Then we could go to the speakers and again and remove the left one. So now it's full width without the left and the right padding. If you want another, we can come here quickly, add another row, which will come at the bottom as you can see. And if we go here, we already have the 3 columns. So we can just go to the elements, drag them and create. So this here, the layout, gives you a full flexibility of the sections, how you want to do it and how you want to look. The next thing that we need to check is the elements. In the elements, we have the default element like header, paragraph, etc. You can just drag everywhere you want in the email builder to point an element. Once you hover, you can move around by clicking and just dragging where you need it. When you click on the 3 dots, 3 options come. The first one is the settings, which will open the settings of the actual element. Then we have the clone, which is going to clone it. And we have the delete, which is going to delete it. So let's go quickly here for the text. As you can see here for the headline, we are choosing what type. This is using the global type we set in appearance. Then we have geometry. We can set it center, left, right, padding and margins, etc. And we have also the colors and border. Other elements that we do have also is the paragraph, as you can see, also the social buttons, let's say. And when you click, you're able to choose between all the social networks and also adjust the right, the left, the padding, etc. Footer. So if we come down, you will be able to see the footer. We can just like drag here another one, which is a little bit different. As you can see, you can drag a 4 image section and just quickly add 4 images. You can add 3 images and just adjust the images. So here we have the content snippets where you can just put it here and then use the content snippets feature to apply what you need about the text. And we have the WooCommerce extension also, where you can just drag and include here a link to checkout, for example. And go here and just you can center it, etc. And that's basically the structure of the email builder and how it's used. So it is important to know that the layout part is quite important, and it gives you a lot of flexibility with the options that are provided. We can just quickly now start with the, let's say, small email. We can just put a header, set a paragraph. We can quickly put 2 images. We can come in with, let's say, a button. So you see in this, because it's a section, you can put it left or right. So in this case, what you can do is go layout, create a new section, and then just move the button down. And now you have it where you need it. Of course, it can be adjusted like that. Then we can put another paragraph below the button, let's say, if you want to be in the same section. Like that. Then after that, we can put a line. We can go with a header, with a footer, sorry. And we have our quick, simple email.